Alright, lady lads and gentle lads, welcome back. Smastian here, and it has been a hell of a while. Unfortunately, the recent sickness has taken a massive toll on me, and I've been coughing my lungs out for the past 2 weeks. And it hasn't really been all that fun. But I feel comfortable enough now to get back into the swing of things, because, well, it's about damn time. And second off, I feel my lungs are in a condition now where I can speak and not sound like I'm dead. Or on the way there, too. I have to somewhat remember what the heck it is we were doing the last time round. And from the looks of things, I managed to find myself another half-skull system where I could take on a bunch of random missions. And we have 13 days until the next bankruptcy report. Stinky's out of action for 3 days, but that's fine. We still have a lot of other crew members. And the first mission we're going to take on is perhaps this recovery mission. It's not offering us a whole lot of cash, which, I guess, whatever. I'm waffling as to whether or not to take full salvage, but I think I should, just on the off chance that we get that extra Jenner part. Because it would be nice to have an extra Jenner. And now we have a tiny bit of a quandary ahead of us, which is rapidly solved by the presence of Trout, who we're throwing into the Jenner and getting going. Okay. What are we facing here now? No doubt.
I heard there were aliens buried under the ice.
Aliens buried under the ice. Okay. Well, Brock, we appreciate your speculation, but right now there are more important things we should be concerning ourselves with, don't you think?
Heading out.
And yeah. So,
Moving to position.
things have been pretty slow in the playthrough so far. I'm trying to figure out ways to spice it up somehow, but honestly, I'm not too sure how to do that. I'll reserve down, let the enemy units move first. And I instantly regret doing that, because my center torso is now flagging. But I'll do it again, just to get that missile unit, or several, to send us their love. Fortunately, the missile units don't do a whole lot of damage to us.
Thy will be done.
That said, we do have a minor problem in the form of that there vehicle, which I think is solved. It's solved. Good.
Take that, you little bastard.
Yep.
Yeah, as far as this game is concerned, it
Commander?
plays out fairly slowly. And it's going to only continue doing that just because, well, I've chosen to make life extremely difficult for myself for some reason.
No shooting.
But
Just
no
run.
matter. We'll deal. We'll continue playing the reserve game because, well, letting the enemies waste their movement is always a good thing. And we are rather fortunate to have a fair amount of targets this time around.
Reserving action.
Because I've noticed in the past few recovery missions there haven't been a whole lot of targets to actually shoot at. But I guess that's fine. Move ourselves
I'm
back
watching
here. Around the flank of a locust. Okay. Nothing too extreme here.
Good to go.
We're just going to...
Moving out.
That was apparently a double click, but oh well.
Affirmative.
We'll be getting rid of a scorpion as a result,
Damn,
so
we're gonna do this right.
we'll just call that one planned and
Enemy
calculated.
vehicle destroyed.
Now for the mediums that are trailing in behind.
All weapons committed.
All that's left to do is just get rid of the vehicles. Or this striker
Enemy
specifically.
unit destroyed.
And mitigate as much incoming
Yeah.
potential damage as we possibly can. Furthermore, we're not going to be facing a great deal of resistance here from a locust, no doubt.
Engaging front.
Although, this is the part where he's just going to immediately core out one of our mechs.
Standing by.
And in order to mitigate this, I think one of the things we can do is just turn the Jenner around. Sure, leave it standing in position, but at the same time, the lack of movement does give us more accuracy, thus granting us a fairly good chance of just eliminating this guy outright. I mean, a medium laser and an MG aren't that disastrous to get hit by. And the Locust, either way, chooses to target the Commando instead.
Orders?
So, we're not too
Pushing all the
worried.
buttons. Farewell, sweet prince.
Okay. So now to make life a bit easier for ourselves, we're just gonna turn around now. And deal with what is actually a fire starter, okay. This is the time to be using Precision Strike on the head, which doesn't go anywhere. And our medium mechs can tank a bit of incoming damage, so it's fine.
What do you need?
I would, however, like
Acknowledged.
to eliminate this guy quickly before he gets in overheating range. But it seems our boys are interested in taking out his core torso
Daniel.
rather than actually trying to blow his top off. So we're going to keep trying for it,
Weapons committed.
but it seems to still be just going nowhere. So in the meantime, I guess we'll capture the objective with
Just running.
Trout here.
Waiting for orders.
And I guess we just move the Commando up, prepare for
Move.
next round to actually do something. Panther's evasion has been lowered,
Yep.
and now
On
it is Truck's time to shine, maybe.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, we hit a bunch more of the torso, not so much the head, but oh well. Without Cold Shot Mastery, we can't do a whole hell of a lot. Just the way it is.
The secondary asset has been secured.
Now
Ready for orders.
that that's been handled, I think what I'll do is I'll take the Commando and start targeting the Scorpion, for example. Wow, leaving him on 1 HP there. Good job. We take another core torso hit, which we would have preferred not to take, but oh well.
Orders.
Trout.
Lifting off.
I'm gonna get you to fire at that Scorpion because I'm scared of it. Good. I'm glad I fired all the
One more
weapons,
for the trash heap.
because as it turns out, we needed about 3 of them to take it down, because we weren't hitting the front. Secondary target is the galleon.
All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed.
What do you need?
And I think we're going to give Truck an opportunity to hit that fire starter with a precision strike. Hopefully we take out the head. Or we just eliminate him entirely.
Target destroyed.
And watch his giblets roll down a mountain. Striker's not a threat.
Is under fire, Commander.
I await your command.
And we can just deal with this situation quite leisurely now.
Receiving you.
Yep,
All right, folks, let's
that's
get
all
this
she wrote.
done.
One for the scrap heap.
All that's left to do now is to move towards the
Coordinates received.
capture target,
Waiting for orders.
get one of our boys on point,
We have the
and finish the mission. We get a cool 7,000 for our efforts. 100 XP all around. And a fire starter part, and a locust part. And I guess an AC5 is what we're going to take from this jumble of stuff. Sure. So we're still being threatened by bankruptcy, unfortunately, but not much we can do about that. Mech Bay-wise, I don't think we have anything to repair. We do not. Let's just get back on the contract screen. Go for our next half-skull mission. Nosy neighbors, it's a battle. Go in there and destroy it. Maybe we ought to slow down a bit with the whole salvage rights. Maybe. Yeah, we'll go down to 1 and 6. The previous mission didn't offer us enough money to take the money anyway, so whatever. I think this is for the best. And we consider
Interface initiated.
continue our journey. We're still in an Arctic climate. We have some enemy units to destroy. Have I ever played on this map template? This one looks strange and unfamiliar for some reason. Maybe it's just me.
Onward.
No matter. We're just gonna sprint up the road as if it's no
I'll do what
thing.
I can. I'm ready.
I think we'll reserve down, let the
I'll,
enemy
be
move
right
first.
here if you need me.
Okay, still more locust.
I'm your spaniel.
Alright. Now, where do we want to target this guy from? I think we'll target him from here with a
I'm
commando.
running here.
Get a large laser on this guy.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
And today's the day of core torso
I
hits.
think things are
Okay.
going swimmingly. Don't you?
Waiting for orders.
I see how it's going. I see the writing on the wall.
Location confirmed.
Doesn't want us to salvage nothing. So we won't salvage anything.
Target eliminated.
Now, with that guy out of the way, oh, what shall we do? Reserve down once more. It doesn't actually do anything. And just keep sprinting forward.
Yep. Understood. Moving fast.
Casually throw the Vindicator in front of a spider. We're not worried. Get hit by a medium laser in the arm.
Do they think they can hurt me?
Have truck shit talk them for it.
Await your command.
It's all fine. It's all good. We'll precision strike the spider just for the hell of it.
Target confirmed.
Headshots as always. It doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. Oh well.
This isn't going on my permanent record, is it?
No, Rock, it is. We're so disappointed with you, we're going to use it against you permanently now.
Moving out.
And it's just another spider. Disgusting. I guess all that's left to do really is just eliminate these guys completely.
All weapons committed.
Yep, it's fine if you want to just miss targets at point blank range. We're completely okay with that. Nothing wrong about it. Now which one of them moves first? This one. Okay. I guess our next mech we're moving is the Jenner.
Commander.
So Trout, get going.
Coordinates received.
Continue targeting that there
Confirmed.
spider. Yay, you knocked his leg out. Congratulations. Can we get another leg?
I'm here. I'm going.
I'm gonna bank on that being a yes. We can totally get this leg.
Roger that.
Wow, for once we actually manage it, as
Enemy
well as a
down.
side torso, but oh well, whatever, I guess. This gives the Panther some free reign to just, oh, I don't know, headshot?
All weapons committed.
Leg shot is acceptable too, I guess. Heck, we're not even gonna move the Vindicator.
Taking the shot.
We're just gonna continue firing.
I live to serve. I'm your spaniel. Bon appetit.
Rock really just can't get enough of his own voice, can he?
Solid connection on that one.
Good to go.
Slightly annoying, but whatever. Suppose it's fine. We just continue to vomit lasers.
Reporting critical hit.
Just get this mission over with as fast as possible and move on to the next.
All weapons committed.
Bingo.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Easy.
Mission successful.
Just sad there were no genders involved. Get a cool 52 thou, plus 100 XP on everyone. I guess we're taking a spider part. And all we get is that one spider part. Unfortunate. But oh well. So the grind continues. We still don't really have a replacement mech we can rely upon yet. There's a destroy base mission. We'll take it for 2.9 salvage and 103,000. I just want to get us out of bankruptcy territory while we still have missions available to us. And, well, in case things go poorly in the upcoming missions, I do want to have a bit of a cash reserve to repair with. Which means I should, in all honesty, be taking more money for a mission like this, but I'm still holding out that hope for a Jenner. Because I think if I remember correctly, we only need 1 or 2 more parts in order to assemble one. Like, we're really close. Getting somewhat worried, actually, in a weird sort of way, that this is just going to turn into another failure at the end of this. We're not going to get, crap, what button did I press? There we go.
On my way.
That we're not going to be able to get past the starting phase of this campaign either. But, well, that's just the sort of bed we made for ourselves, so I guess we have to lie in it now.
Yeah?
Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
Okay, there are the targets.
Onward.
We're gonna take up
Moving out.
these kinds of positions.
Copy that.
And I thought I was actually moving the Panther here, but it turns out I moved the Commando instead, so, whoops.
Good to go.
I await your command.
Okay. How am I going to take this problem on? I can reserve down,
Waiting for orders.
keep 3 evasion pips, or use the Jenner in a bit more of an aggressive fashion with the Spider.
Location
By falling
confirmed.
back a little, getting a bit of high ground advantage, and then targeting it. For now, I guess we're just trying to strip evasion off of this bugger.
I'm gonna need a medic. Internal structure damage.
And yeah, you see, this is exactly what I was worried about mere moments ago. Just one lucky hit is all it's going to take, really, to set us back quite irreversibly. Why does it insist on snapping like that? Ah, whatever.
Move order
Screw it.
received.
Let's just continue firing. Hope for the best. Blow off a useless arm on the Spider. Whatever. Throw the Panther out front just to maybe make it into a more viable target. I don't know in what way, but, well, we're hoping.
Confirmed.
We have basically the same numbers on the Panther and the Spider, but we're going to target the Spider. Yep, we need the center torso gone. And that wasn't the center torso. But we will get first shot next round. And good thing, they are targeting the Panther instead of the Commando.
Minimal.
And they have base defense turrets. Stupendous.
Warning. Armor low.
Okay. This is, less than kosher. But I guess we'll deal. You know what, I'm just going to sprint the Commando back a bit.
Understood. Moving fast.
Gonna keep him out of the line of fire for now. Spider does get to move first, but that's unfortunate. Nothing much we can do about that. I'll move the Panther, expose the right side, take out the Striker because we can. I would have been really mad had that missed. Panther moves, what's it do? Targets the Panther. Okay.
Warning.
Panther's actually looking pretty shy for armor.
Orders.
So, next phase of the plan. Eliminate the Spider totally or continue or retarget onto the Panther, and I think I just answered my own question. Headshots. Well, we've exposed a lot of structure. To what effect that actually has, whatever. Evasion means nothing to the Galleon. Okay, fine.
What do you need?
Lol, it's fine, I guess. Let's see if we can distract the turrets to fire at something that isn't the Panther now. We could maybe take out the Galleon, but I have a weird desire to take out that Spider.
Engaging target.
We're nearly there. Turrets choose to fire at the Jenner instead. Not sure how to feel about that.
Ready for orders.
Rock. Roll this guy, please.
Roger that.
Brilliant. It's one less target to deal with. Not exactly the most threatening target, but it is still a target nonetheless. Due to our offensive push, we have good opportunities now on the Panther.
Got it.
And to that effect, I'm going to move myself back like so.
All weapons.
And I should have offensive pushed. But oh well. Galleon back attacks a Vindicator. This is bad.
Damn it.
He got all his shots into the same spot.
Standing.
One of the fortunate things now, however, is the fact that we can move back
Let's move.
with the Vindicator and target the Panther before he gets to target us.
Okay, I'm on it.
I was really hoping to take off that torso, but that didn't end up happening. Jenner is now the focus of the Panther's attentions. And okay. Frontal armor on the Vindicator is eating a lot of the AC-2 shots from the turret.
Yes, Commander.
Not bad at all.
On my way. Confirmed.
Good. We take out the PPC. Panther is now far less dangerous to us. I think we'll retask onto the Galleon next. And just as I say he's less dangerous, he manages to get another hit onto the leg.
Receiving you.
So that's fun. But as I had said, I'm retasking onto the Galleon because I want that thing
Affirmative.
gone.
Firing a full salvo.
And we managed to get it gone. Good.
Vehicle down.
Final bit of a cleanup operation here with the Panther then.
All weapons committed.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
And we've confirmed the kill.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And we now get to sprint forward into the line of fire of the turrets. Less than kosher, but
Position confirmed.
oh well.
Copy that.
I have no idea why I'm only getting 45 frames per second.
Position confirmed. Alright, folks, let's get this done. Commander?
Like, this really shouldn't be happening with the graphics card I'm having, but I don't understand. I really don't. Let's expose the left side a bit more of the commando. Have him target the light sniper turret. Do we get it? We get it. Good.
One less target.
Turrets are not as healthy as they were in the
Commander.
RogueTech mod, which is acceptable by my standards. We have another light laser turret and a light shredder. I think I'll take out the light laser turret first.
Copy that.
Good.
One less turret.
Now all we have left to deal with is 2 more turrets, one of which is hidden to us, but oh well.
Aye, aye.
And while it remains hidden, we remain okay with that.
One less turret. Waiting for orders.
Next thing on our roster is finally dealing with these buildings that have been set out for us.
Affirmative.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
That's a miss.
Yeah, okay. How was that a miss? You hit with both
Yes,
of your weapons. Just because you didn't kill it doesn't make it a miss. Like,
Moving to position.
You're weird, dude.
Locking target.
I'm still wondering why exactly
No
the
joy.
destroy base missions follow the sort of pattern that they do. Rarely do you actually destroy the base before destroying the enemy supporting force. And if you do, chances are you've done something wrong.
No damage detected.
I'm here.
Like, it's
Understood.
weird.
I'm taking the shot.
Good shot, Commander. Enemy
Perhaps it's a
structure
bit of a
down.
design oversight, or on the other
Target
hand, I'm
destroyed.
pretty sure Unity does limit a lot of the stuff that you can do.
I'm ready. Firing.
But, meh. I'll pontificate about that another time.
No luck.
Ready for orders. Target acquired.
We'll just overkill this medium building.
Payday.
Engaging jump jets.
And once we finish dealing with that last large military building, we'll deal promptly with the final turret.
Standing by.
Alternately, we can just deal with the turret now.
I'm taking the shot.
Yep, there it goes.
Target destroyed.
And the grind honestly continues. One of my sincere considerations is to just abridge this series. Don't so much show every mission I take, but only significantly important missions. I'll leave that for the comments section to decide, however. See what you guys think of it as a plan.
Firing on target.
Alternately, I can just continue doing it, and if you guys just want to watch the grind, you can feel free to do that.
Engaging target.
Which honestly, judging by the
No
current
damage
viewer base,
detected.
that is exactly what you guys were here for, before I took my extended hiatus.
Copy that.
And as some of you may hear, my health still isn't in the best of shape.
LZ Commander. I'm coming in hot.
We have another pilot out of commission for a little bit. We did get another 100,000, so I don't think we'll be going bankrupt anytime soon, but we are running low on funds, and this repair job is, well, we didn't want to have to deal with it, but oh well. We'll have to. Panther part, spider part. Yeah, that's about all she wrote. An LRM-10 and an SRM-6. Just some stuff. So I forgot to be recording a bit of that. Whoops. So what I did is I repaired the Vindicator and the Commando. It took 2 days. We've advanced 2 days. Stinky's back in action after 1 more day. And in the interim, our Mech Warrior's truck
Yeah.
is in high spirits now, because after having advised her to hold extra practice with her team during like a bit of a simulator tournament, now that we have our simulators up. After having held extra practice, their team ended up winning, and everyone was pretty happy about that, and now she's in high spirits. So we might consider swapping her down to one of the light mechs just to give her better, well, cheaper precision strikes. We're also going to give her that extra point in guts.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Make her that extra bit survivable.
Commander.
Aside from that, no one else really has anything going for them. For some reason, rather than taking on abilities, I'm just generalizing my mech warriors, which is odd in retrospect. But I think what I'm going to do with this run is I'm going to min-max probably Bulwark into Coolant Vent and multi-target on everybody. Although at the same time, Sure-Footing makes a pretty good name for itself. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Sure-Footing and Coolant Vent on everyone. Sounds like sort of a plan.
Training complete.
Also,
Yes, Commander.
we'll increase everyone's
Yes,
unsteady
Commander.
threshold by a bit. Bast, you can get another point in gunnery.
Mech warrior training complete.
Commander?
Rock, once you're going to be back in action, well,
Training confirmed.
you'll have 4 in all categories.
Yes, Commander.
And to that effect, yeah, we'll give you that non-point in guts.
Training complete.
And anyway, next order of business, we're taking on this one skull mission for maximum salvage. Although I probably should take it on for just cash. But I do think we should probably go half and half on it. Yeah, we'll go half and half. If we can get ourselves another month's worth of solvency, that'll be pretty nice for us. So we put Bast in the commando, that ought to make it a bit more survivable now. And
Command interface initiated.
yeah, we'll just continue on.
Should have brought my winter coat.
Part of me thinks I'm not going to get a whole lot of opportunities to salvage stuff.
As you wish.
That's not exactly the kind of sprint action I wanted to see out of you, but oh well.
Understood.
Heck, I forget even the kind of mission I'm on right now.
Sensors have something.
All I know is that I'm charging up into guns of enemies that I don't want to be charging into. And isn't this normally a destroyed base template? I think it is. There's usually a base here. Yeah. I know where we are.
Got it.
Well,
Heads up, Commander.
oh, reinforcements are already coming in. Fantastic. Just what we have wanted. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
So how am I going to take this?
Got it.
I think first things first, we try to take out the galleon here. Good. We managed to take it out.
Vehicle down.
What else? I guess we'll just jump up.
Yep.
Same thing with truck. No point keeping you in the low ground and having you sprint when you can just jump up a cliff face.
Reporting.
The commando, meanwhile, yeah, you two just get to the forest lineup here.
It will be done.
Something I'm excited for, after having heard about MechCon a few, like what is it now, a week ago,
What's the
is
plan?
Mech Warrior 5. It looks to be pretty damn good looking. That said, it is being made by Piranha, so one wonders exactly how the execution will turn out. That said, I mean, Mech Warrior Online, which is the thing everyone's going to be obviously comparing Mech Warrior 5
Have
against,
orders?
isn't so bad a game. Its major issue, however, is just microtransactions, arguably. I don't know.
Should have never come.
I suppose we'll see once the game comes out how exactly it functions.
That hit something good.
It seems to be designed around the use of
Even move.
joysticks again, as opposed to just twitch
Heading
shooting.
out. Copy that.
And that is a hopeful sign, all things considered.
All weapons committed.
Yep, we'll just continue to bully this
What do you need?
locust. Focus and fire, targeting one thing at a time. And knocking him down. Next order of business is to go for the leg. Every bit of salvage helps. And of course, the hope remains that we don't just
Damn, let's do this.
end up taking home too much useless salvage, like medium lasers or something weird.
I have a good feeling about this.
Good.
Hostile removed.
Both legs are out. Next target, I think I'm going for is the striker. We do have a lot of light mechs coming here.
Orders.
I'm
All weapons are go.
not even going to move Trout for this shot. Just going to have her take the shot. Same thing with myself. I'm not even going to move.
Committed.
Take out the unit that's spotting us.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Let the enemy come forward of their own accord. And target the Vindicator, but still getting into view range, apparently. Like-
Yeah?
Not even just barely in view range, but actually significantly within view range. Rather disappointingly.
Let's
Using the
move.
Vindicator, I'll scout out that there is in fact a Jenner on the field, as well as a Panther. And the Panther is the best target for us, so you know what? Let's go for broke.
Okay,
Target the head.
I'm on it.
Naturally, we hit the core torso because that's what we aimed for. Planned and calculated, as always. We have our typical mix of the Locust, Spider, Jenner, Panther combo. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And I think we need to move Trout first. Just because, well... I want her to start flanking that Panther. Same thing with Bast. Our medium mechs can hold the line here in the forest. They have the armor for it, so naturally.
Awaiting orders.
That's the way I want it to go. Question is, how much do I want to expose the commando? This amount should be fine.
Good to go.
Oh, we strip off a bunch of his leg armor. NBD. Vindicator takes some more punishment. The legs are looking a bit shy, but otherwise everything is still fine. Move the Panther over to here. I wonder what kind of, you know? Screw it, let's just go for broke. Target the center torso. Yep, left arm is what we aimed for. I'm glad we hit it.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Standing by.
And final shot from the Vindicator. Just make a slight adjustment in your positioning. Things are about to start attacking you from behind.
Taking the shot.
And I marvel at that thing not being... Wait, what? Okay. A bit perplexing. But fine, I guess. Even despite standing up, he still manages to get a shot off on the center torso. It's just What is with the center torso shots today? Like, can we not? Like, I'd really prefer we didn't,
I understand.
but whatever. Like, do you really understand how I don't want to be performing torso
Locking on
shots?
target.
You left his leg on 1 health. Like, you ought to be court-martialed for that, Bast. We're not content with your performance. Furthermore, we're going to move the Panther back a bit as people are starting to charge us down. And yay, look at that. We take out the center torso rather than the leg or literally anything else. Or, you know, the head we didn't aim for.
Damage is light.
But whatever. It's fine.
Standing by.
Because the game just really wants us to have a Jenner. And it's what we wanted anyway, so it's fine. We'll just take the Jenner.
Aye, aye.
Even if
I
it
think
means
I did
having to
something
strip
good.
off parts of it we don't want to be stripping off, we'll take the Jenner. So yeah, like I said, these guys are getting prepared to start back attacking us, so I'm just going to jump back a bit.
Roger.
Yep, core torso still the order of the day.
Critical hit.
Panther's next one that's going to be jumping. I just want it out of the line of fire. And I don't want to be back attacked.
Subject. All weapons committed.
And there goes the core torso.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Rather predictably. Evasion's getting stripped. Nothing much we can do about that.
How might I help?
But it's fine,
It's
because,
done.
you know, we're just aiming for the left arm.
As you wish.
Yep,
Solid connection on that one.
yep.
Ready for orders.
Just more left arm hits. Nothing out of the usual here, guys. Yep, still aiming for that left arm.
I'm here.
I don't even know what I'm on about.
Firing. Target
Yeah.
destroyed.
I'm starting to rapidly lose interest in salvage as this game progresses. I mean, it's going to be absolutely crucial and necessary for us to have it. But at the same time, I'm just...
Unleash
Until I
hell.
get called shot mastery, I don't even know what the heck's the point of offensive pushing. Or precision striking, as it's
Target's
actually
taken
called, I
critically.
guess.
Yes, Commander. Giving him everything I've got.
Hey, we actually destroyed the head.
Target.
Wow. It only took us to not precision strike, and we got it. Hooray. Oh, Jesus.
Mission successful.
Like, ugh. Come on. Really? This is how you choose to, repay me for all my efforts? Well, at least we don't have to deal with any, repair expenses. Jenner part. Or Panther part. I think it has to be the Jenner part. I mean, we're closest to getting it. And we get a locust and a spider, because of course. Of course. Ugh. It's disgusting. It really is. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at our final contract. 3 out of 12 for a destroy base, 1.5 skulls. Sure, we're taking the max amount of salvage. Why did our company finances jump? Is it because I upgraded our mech warriors? Is that why? Is that why? Are they demanding more payment for their skills now? I guess we'll go up to 4 in all categories just to get that extra study threshold, whatever we get from tactics. What do we even get from tactics? Whatever.
Training complete.
Commander? I'm ready for orders.
Standing by. Good to go. I'm here. Orders?
Shroud, you'll hold on to your XP still. And yeah, final mission in the system. Let's go. So, what are we going to be dealing with?
Interface initiated.
Apart from dropped frames.
Lovely landscape here. Simply lovely.
Well,
Sensor contact.
lots of turrets. Hopefully not many of them will have much to do with missiles. But I guess we'll find out. First contender is a fire starter, so naturally not the mech we want to be dealing with.
How might I help?
I'm just going to continue reserving down. Missiles ignoring way too much evasion for my taste.
Yes, Commander.
And cool. Now that that's been settled, I'm now going to move over to this section of trees. Lose some of my will to live. No. Lose my mind? Possibly. I think what I'm going to target is going to be one of the strikers.
On it.
Awaiting orders.
Feel like that was a bit of a waste of my time, but well, I'm gonna double down on that one. And thankfully, at least the medium laser hit.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Turrets are sensor locking us, less than kosher. Yeah, let's just continue targeting the striker. Or strikers.
Enemy unit destroyed.
NBD. And look, it's the missiles I was talking about not wanting.
Yep.
Oh well.
Let's move.
Well, at least we have a precision strike available to us, and we always target the head because we're dreamers. And I guess
Reporting.
we get to keep on dreaming.
Be there in a jet.
Move the commando first. Well, just core torso the guy.
Never come.
I'm glad.
That's
I'm
critical
so
hit.
glad I used that ability. Like, my feeling of gratitude is almost palpable.
Waiting for orders.
Ugh.
On my way.
Bitter? Who's bitter? Don't know what you're talking about. Yep,
Reporting critical hit.
some more side torso elimination.
All weapons committed.
And yep, that was the killing blow.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Well, at the very least, it makes
What do
life
you
a bit
need?
easier for us, so, like, literally whatever.
Understood.
No more precision strikes?
Take this.
Ah, oh well.
I missed?
Yes, Truck, you missed, but really, you can be
They got a
forgiven for
sensor
that.
lock on me.
At least thanks to the turrets going first, we get to move before the spider does. So
Yes,
there is
Commander.
that as a bonus. And the thing I most want to move happens to be the Jenner. Yeah, sure, fire everything on the off chance some of it hits, which it does. And he goes in to punch the commando? I'm not certain how I feel about that, honestly.
Consider it done.
I suppose I don't mind over much, but, you know,
All weapons committed.
I find this man's decision-making
Detected.
peculiar, to say the least.
Yeah? Got it.
By jump jetting, we get to fire again, and we'll precision strike because we can.
Confirmed.
By targeting the right leg, we, surprisingly eliminate the right leg. Who would have
How's
known?
that taste?
And we just get to assemble more and more spider parts.
What's the plan?
I suppose, all things considered, he can just... It can be worse, and I mean, like, the moment I'm going to try targeting this guy, his center torso is going to explode.
I have a good feeling about this.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
I'm glad, Bast, that you had a good feeling about the center torso explosion.
Tango down.
Standing
However, it does not inspire any sort of, good feelings in me in regards to your, targeting capacity thus far.
by. Receiving you.
Well, I suppose I can't blame you too much for it.
Roger.
You're still a wee baby bird. Still learning how to fly. So, it's fine. You will learn. And then you'll be a bigger baby bird.
Got
And
it.
things
No
will be
shooting,
just
running.
fine.
Reporting. Certainly.
Guess we can expose the commando now to the enemy turret line. We have a light laser and a light laser. Well, target the one closest to you.
Confirmed. Let's get this
Good.
done.
That does eliminate it.
Turret destroyed.
Commander.
The Jenner now can do the same thing with the other light laser turret, which
Roger.
only has half armor, I've noticed.
One less turret.
And now for another helping of destruction.
Engaging target.
The small military building is going to be the next to go.
Yeah? Confirmed. Copy that.
Enemy structure eliminated.
2 to eliminate this time. Just a small outpost.
Awaiting
And
orders.
this is another one of those cases of, like, was this really a 1.5 skull mission? Was this really?
Target acquired and locked in.
Are we certain that what we just did was a 1.5 skull
One
mission?
less turret.
Ready for orders.
But I suppose there's nothing really to complain
Aye, aye.
about, so, I won't. Or at least I'll stop complaining. No guarantees for the future, though.
Engaging target.
And it's just a mopping up operation now, really.
No damage detected.
What do you need?
I would have laughed had my movement action there prevented me from firing at this building in some way. I was briefly worried I messed that up.
Coming in hot.
That one's gone.
This looks like a face with a mouthful of broken teeth. I like it. It's cute. Like bunny ears or something. Just punched out the teeth of a rabbit. Let's go.
Mission successful.
But overall, disappointments continue. Because I just can't get the mechs assembled that I want to have assembled. Like, it's becoming pretty painful here. Okay, one last look at the contract screen. And we got nothing. Whole lot of nothing. But that's fine. It's okay. Because the next order of business is flying to a new system. Now, none of these systems are particularly, how should I say? Oh, Claybrook actually is a half-skull system. Anything closer by? I mean, 12 days, 14. No one's going to take 27. Like, am I really, seriously willing to wait 27 days? You know what? I'm going to say no. We're going to go to Joppa. The Joppa sounds like a fun place to be. But, no, we have to go to Claybrook. We just do. We have the time, and we do have enough money to get us there before the start of the next month. And I'm not going to be taking on one skull missions until I can assemble a Jenner or a Panther, so... Preferably a Panther, but honestly a Jenner would be pretty nice. Having two of them, rather than a Commando on which we'd have to rely. The laser boating is more important. Also, it can hold more armor. The Jenner's just an all-round better light mech than anything else out there. Especially when it comes to survivability.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Yeah. You can shut up, Darius. We don't need to hear it.
Financial report for you, Commander.
He's gonna start running his mouth again. No? He's not? Okay, good. I was briefly worried that he was going to start berating me for...
My nest egg is just about done.
It's fine. It's fine. Pirates ambush the Argo. Well, we stall out the pirates that ambushed us. Unfortunate. We get into a prolonged skirmish, and we suffer a tech point penalty for the next 14 days. Not exactly the greatest, but whatever.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Shut up, Darius. We know. There's this big red thing right here. Like, I get it. Think I'm content with the current state of affairs? No, I'm not. Anyway, let's visit the store. They're offering us dragon parts, fire starter parts. We have 4 out of 8. Actually, they're offering a whole hell of a lot of parts now. Which is strange. But, I mean, we still can't afford any of them. But, from what we do have, we can potentially sell off a bunch of stuff. Such as what, you may ask? Well, are we really in dire enough straits that we need to sell things? Okay, yeah, like, let's sell a good 16 of those small jump jets. Yeah, that gets us a bit closer. A heavy jump jet we'll still hold on to, fine. Yeah, sure, we'll sell off 4 of these. Good. And our financial situation is solved for the time being. Still not in the best of shape, granted, but solved for the time being. Score-wise, I've been ignoring what our score is. I don't particularly care right now. We'll figure that out later. And at present, we have a bunch of half-skull missions. Fine. And the pirates are giving us a 520 salvage mission, which says to me there's not going to be enough mechs to deal with. But we'll find out in the next episode. So, before I get into the whole like, comment, and subscribe spiel, I'm just going to throw out a question there for the comments section. Specifically, as far as the series is concerned, do you actually want to see me still waffle about with just grinding through to get myself into a position where I can actually take on more difficult missions and so on and so forth? Or do you want me to just compile together a highlight reel such that only the most outstanding missions will make it into a video in the future? Personally, I'm leaning towards the latter option, maybe. But also, like, I have some lingering, I guess, affection for the style I've been doing so far, just like the rambling commentary. But there just isn't all that much to talk about right now. It's just grindy. But I'll leave that up to the comments section. You guys let me know what you would like to see. And once you've done that, please hit the like and the subscribe button if you haven't already. Or do whatever else you feel is good for that matter. I have been Smastian. I will see you on the battlefield, and I wish you all a good day.